keep them hydrated. I'm having my Unimonte. As you can see, it looks like urine, but it's not. I'm having, it's the lemon ginger flavor. The ginger kind of stings a little bit, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not my favorite drink, but it's really good for you. You can actually purchase just the Unimonte powder. It's part of the Feel Good system or something like that. One of my patients introduced me to that, and I love it. I really do. That particular drink there helps you to fast longer, and it just provides all kinds of good stuff. Lowers cholesterol, blood sugar. Yeah, it's just healthy, and you can purchase it off Amazon. You can get a month's supply of the Unimonte drink. It's $109 on Amazon. But hey, if it makes you feel better, then why not? I look at it this way. I can either spend money on medicine and doctor bills, or I can spend it on healthier choices of food and supplements. I would rather do that. Yeah. So, and one of my little friends told me that you can actually get it in, I saw it in Publix yesterday. It's in a can, and I think it was $2 and something a can, so I don't know the difference in that and what I have. It's Unimonte. It's a yerba tea, and it's just got a lot of health benefits to it. But look it up. Always check with your doctor. Look this stuff up. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a nurse, and so I know what works for me. And I certainly am blessed to be able to drink this stuff and take it and be able to afford it, because it does make you feel so much better. It's got something in it. It elevates your mood. I mean, who don't need that? We live in a world where, you can't watch the news. You're going to be depressed. You can be around neighbors and family and some of your coworkers, and you're just down in the dumps. So who don't need their mood elevated, right? Hey, I'm always about mood elevation. So, yeah, definitely, think about it. Look it up. Don't take my word. But anyway, let me show you what I'm looking at. I am headed down 75. I'm actually finished today. Yeah, not much traffic. And finished, started early this morning. It's always dark when I get to my first house, usually. And it helps when they are close together. I do try to schedule my patients. If I'm in one area, I try to do as many in that area as I can. That way I'm not going back and forth. And I also, excuse me, I also use an app on my phone called Circuit. It's free, and I punch in all of the addresses, and it optimizes my route so that I'm not going back and forth. And I highly encourage, if you're wanting to do home health or hospice, or you're out going door to door, whatever Home Depot card with it, but you can have them to put it on an Amazon card, or I think they will link it to your bank, but I didn't want to link my bank information, so we needed a new chainsaw, and I just had that money put on a Home Depot card. But you can have it put on an Amazon, I think a Walmart card. I mean, it's just endless. Yeah, the first time I cashed out, I did an Amazon card, and I bought a air purifier for the house, and I mean that's pretty good. It's just money back on your gas. It uses select stations, so you'll probably have to use the same gas station or the same name, like Circle K or whatever, or Racetrack. I know they take it, and you'll save sometimes a dime a gallon. So those are two apps to get. Right now I'm using Fuel Rewards. I use it more than I do the Get Up side because I'm saving more. But I have to use 76 Phillips gas. So, and there's a lot of those around. There's places in Atlanta, and you save every time. So instead of like with the Get Up side, it puts the money in this little account for you to use later. So you're paying full price for the gas now. But that's when you get your money back, is over time, and you don't have to cash it out at a certain time. You can, I could probably let it go on for 5 or 6 years. I don't know, but I've cashed it out twice in about 4 years. So anyway, good information if you're a traveler out there like me. So I haven't put a video up the last couple of weeks. My little mom, she, bless her heart, she fell. She's fractured her left wrist, and she's got skin tears on the other arm and hand. So it's been, yeah, I've been doing a lot, fixing food, taking over there to her and changing her bandages. problem with a woman evangelizing and telling people and teaching. I think that a woman, has a different role than a man. I don't think a woman should be a pastor of a church. I just don't believe in that. And I did learn from the Genesis how, God created Eve from Adam as a helpmate, but when the fall of man came back around, she was supposed to, subdue to the man. And, the man is in charge, I guess you would say. And that's the Old Testament. That's in Genesis. You became, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's been a day. Let me just tell you. Submissive. Yeah. And pretty much everything to the man. Yeah. And, I can't see a woman leading a church, just to be honest with you. But I think we can tell people about the Lord and things. So just wanted to throw that out there. That's been on my heart. What else is going on? Gosh, 2 weeks worth of stuff, and I don't know. I know I made some delicious barbecue over the weekend, and went to Kroger yesterday. I went to Publix yesterday, and I went to Food Line yesterday, and I got us a big old brisket, and we're gonna smoke that booger probably this weekend. But today I'm gonna go home and we're gonna have lamb burgers. How about that? I found some ground lamb at Kroger, and we're gonna have lamb burgers. And I'm gonna take my little mama one, but I ain't gonna tell her it's lamb because she wouldn't eat it. She won't eat deer. I remember we had deer meatloaf one year. She ate it. Oh, this is good. And after I told her it was deer, I'm feeling a little sick. No, that's all up here, Mama. So I ain't gonna tell her that she's eating Mary's little lamb today when I send her a burger over there. And but I want her to eat good. I want her to get well. So if you're a prayer warrior, you pray for my little mama. She's 84, and love her to pieces. Want her to live on and on. I lost my dad when I was 10. He died at a very young age, 57. And just very unfortunate, very unfortunate. He was so young. But I'm going to tell you what got him was cigarettes. And folks that smoke them things, best thing you could ever do for you and your family is to put them in the garbage and don't look back. I see patients now that can't breathe, on oxygen. I have one lady that took her nasal cannula off and put it on top of her head with the oxygen still on, and lights a cigarette to smoke, and got burns all over her face and inside of her nose and stuff. Yeah, so she just wasn't thinking. But those things are terrible, terrible, terrible. So, I don't know, but it's an addiction. I get it. It is hard to quit. I get that too. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to feel good? How bad do you want to live longer? I don't know. It kind of boils down to that, really. But anyway, trying to think if I've had any interesting experiences in home health. I know I've been seeing more mental health patients recently. I went to a mental health facility, the other day. And, wow, it's so sad. It's just as real as heart disease and diabetes and cancer. Mental health is a huge, huge issue, especially now. And it has always been. But I'm going to tell you, since COVID, that kind of has put some of these folks over the edge. They were housed up and cooped up for months, and some of them a couple of years. And it affects your mental health. And so, I see that a lot. But, this one particular guy, bless his little heart, he had shoo all over the wall and floor that somebody else put there. He said it was a friend. And I said, a friend did that? They put their poop all over your floor and walls? Yeah. Well, I don't think you need any enemies if you got friends like that, honey. You best get rid of them. because he didn't make the mess, but yet he lives there, and the friend's gone, and I don't know. I don't understand that. It's very sad. All we can do is talk to the family and hope that somebody gets the poop up before disease and germs are spread and stuff. So sad, so sad. I don't understand it, and I thank God I don't understand that kind of thinking. But it is very sad, very sad. Yeah, very sad. I've got a week off coming up, yay! And we're going to do some home improvements. We're going to do some painting. I'm going to have one of our doors replaced. We're going to pressure wash the house and things, and I think we're going to sow some grass. So I got to get some hay and all that good stuff. So we're just going to do some home improvements. My goal is to sell that house. Yeah, sell it, and us get either a camper van or some kind of an RV, and we're just going to be on the road. I'm going to be going here and yonder. I want to go to Maine. I want to go to Colorado. I even want to go to California just to work, though, not to live. Not with those folks out there, honey. That leadership out there, that's another place that's under bad management, okay? There's businesses, there's states, there's churches. It's under bad management, and I'll tell you why, because God's not in it. God's not in it. Look at the schools. They took prayer out. Now look, all these school shootings and all this stuff they're teaching in the schools. It's crazy. I'm so glad our kids are grown, and I don't have grandchildren yet. I hope if I ever have grandkids that they're homeschooled. Or maybe go to a Christian school. That would be it. Yeah, otherwise, and really, even the Christian schools, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's just sad, very sad. But anyway, I hope this video finds you well. Feel free to share it. You can like it. You can dislike it. It don't matter to me. I'm not trying to get money. I'm not trying to get YouTube famous. I watch a lot of videos, and sometimes I'll like, and it's very rare that I dislike. If I don't like, I just don't hit nothing. Yeah. But you can share it, like it, subscribe, and that way you'll get notifications whenever I do make a video. I try to do one every week, but I missed 2 weeks because, I had my little mama that fell, and one weekend we spent at the hospital, so it's just been kind of crazy, but I'm back on it. And hope that you have a great week. Drink your water, or get you some of the Unimonte if you, of course, read about it, talk to your doctor about it. It does make you feel better. I've been up now, let's see, I've been up 9 hours, and I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. I have had a Think Bar this morning, and I had one of my Bai drinks, my coconut water, and I've had regular water, and I had, got me some Dunkin' Donuts caramel crazy, I think is the name of it, coffee, and I put some salted caramel and some vanilla caramel skinny syrup in it, and a little bit of keto cream. It was good this morning. And I've got a vanilla caramel. It's put out by Green Mountain. I'm going to try it tomorrow. And I'm trying to think. I think I bought another. Oh yeah, I bought a Starbucks creme brulee. However, I don't know how you say it. But anyway, honey, it don't taste like no creme brulee or whatever it is. It just tastes like some strong coffee, which is what Starbucks is. So I won't be buying any more Starbucks. I don't know, these people that pay $5 and $6 for a cup of that, hey, you could retire 10 years early if you quit buying that and make your own. If you really like it, get you some Starbucks coffee and make it yourself, I just can't see it. And then what gets me is they got a tip jar out there on the outside. I've been a time or two. I never could find nothing I liked, so I just don't go no more. But they used to keep a tip jar out there, and I'm thinking, a tip? And you charging $6-7 for a cup of coffee, and you want a tip? I don't think so. That's something else that's overrated at a lot of these places. These tips. Now, if we get a waiter, or we had a guy yesterday. We cheated and went to Pizza Hut. We got a thin crust pizza, and that little old guy, he was so good, and I gave him a $10 tip. You know, if they treat us well and do right, I'm gonna tip you good. If you don't, forget it. You're not getting nothing. And these places that do your lashes and your nails, they're charging you $90, $100, $150 for a set of lashes, and then they want you to tip. And 17% is as low as you can go on their little machine thing. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I don't tip at those places. I don't know. Maybe you should. I don't know. But that's a lot of money. I mean, it's like, just raise your prices. And don't do that. But it's like you're charging this, and you want a tip too. I don't know. Maybe I should start getting tips from my little patients. I should tell them, okay, I have a tip jar. Tammy's tips. How about that? We'll see how long that would last. These little folks ain't about to do no tipping. But anyway, it's tipping for everything. It's too much. Too much tipping. Too much tipping going on. And, yeah. I've had folks, servers and waitresses, and they'll bring you your drink, and they'll bring you your food, and you never see them again. Well, honey, if you're that way at my table, you're not getting a tip. I'm sorry. I'm not tipping you for that. And a lot of these to-go places, like I said, Starbucks, but there's some other restaurants that if you get something there to go, like, where was it? I was at one day a while back at Jersey Mike's, I think it was. And maybe at Firehouse Subs, there's a place on the receipt for a tip. I just put a line through it. Honey, I'm not tipping you that. I don't know. If you need a tip to fix it, I'm sorry. You're going to have to lower your prices for me. But, it's all about the business people. They get theirs, but I guess the tip is for the cooks, or who hands it to you. I don't know. I've never understood that. Why do you want a tip? Now, I can see if they bring it to your table and they serve you, then definitely tip. But anyway, that's my rant on tipping. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good week. And I'll let you see what I'm looking at. And this is a little town, Adairsville. It's part of Bartow County. And it's actually grown a whole lot. I used to work in this area years and years ago, probably 11 years ago. And they've got houses. There's a sign. I don't know if we'll see it or not, but they've got houses starting in I think it says in the 200s or 150,000. And wow, that's like really cheap. Used to be really expensive, but now, yeah, compared to Atlanta, oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Everything is so expensive. So expensive. Hey, I like that tire on the back of that Jeep. How about that? They're showing their they're patriots, yeah. Patriotism. I'll get the word out. I'm just not clear today. I think it's because I'm just now drinking my Unimate. That actually helps me with brain fog. And when I had COVID in 2020, before that, if you told me your phone number or any kind of number, I would remember it forever. I cannot remember stuff now. I have to write things down. So I think I still have that COVID fog, as they call it. And my memory is definitely not what it was pre-COVID. But anyway, have a good day. Till our next video. Stay well. If the sun's not shining where you are, you just make your own sunshine. You stay away from them negative people, and stay away from anything negative, because it just brings your spirit down. If it means, not taking that phone call, or not going to the door for that negative person, or not going in around a bunch of negative people, stay away from them. Negative